Hi everyone, and today I'm sitting outside. Let me show you the garden. Look at this beautiful, stunning blue day. Yes, those are my running tackies drying in the sun. Look at that. How beautiful is the day? It is going to be around, let me turn you guys back to me. It's going to be around 33 degrees Celsius. I think that's close to 80 Fahrenheit. I don't know. I don't know the maths on that. So I thought I'll sit outside with a cool drink. It is a sugar-free pink tonic water with a little bit of Sprite mixed in because the tonic, the can was very small. So I thought I'll have something nice and refreshing. I wanted to catch up and close a few loops with you ladies. I feel like there's so much to talk about. I have so many ideas. I've got so much to share all the time, and I never have time to just sit down and get through everything I want to say. And I think all women feel this way. We all want to chat with our friends and we want to catch up and share. The first thing I remember is that I never closed the loop on telling you guys how the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum was going for me. So I have been using it. My son had bought me the little bottle, and I will say it is not my favorite thing. I found it very, I can't tell. I can't, often with these serums, you need to use them. Let me just get that properly. You need to use them for a long time. And again, skin changes are so subtle. I don't know. I really like the overnight repair cream. So I'm loving that. But it is a bit rich for some. It's very thick, very greasy, very hydrating. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I also wanted to talk about the Cure skincare. One of you had made a purchase recently. Thank you so much. You used my affiliate link. So that was awesome. I do still want to finish using the Cure at-home microneedling kit. I've used 3 of the little vials. I still want to use the other 3, but it is summer here, as I showed you. It is so hot. So for me, I don't want to go running with my skin being microneedled the day before. I think it would make me more sensitive to the sun, and I already suffer with melasma. I don't know if you can see. There's almost like a dark, I don't know if it shows up. Yeah, there, you can see it there. And there. So the melasma, it has been worsening with being outdoors running, even though I only go in the morning. I only go in the morning when the sun is not strong. And I wear a lot of sunscreen, but my melasma does get worse. So yeah, I don't want to microneedle and open up my skin, and then, I don't know, I feel like it would be more sun sensitive. Maybe I'm wrong. So I do like the Cure skincare products. I like their serum. I just find in summer it's just too much to do skincare. In summer, I just want the basics. I want to wash, moisturize, and go. And wash, moisturize out the door, or use sunscreen. So summer, I find my skincare routine, it is very different to winter. Winter, I think about my skin more. I think about what I can do. Speaking of skin, I have a whole lot of little broken spider veins. Let me see if you guys can see. I don't know if it shows up there and there. So you get those little broken spider veins around your nose, often on one's legs. Some people, wherever, we all get them everywhere. The older we get, the more they come. You can get them lasered off. I've had them done once before, especially around the nose here, and it's very effective. So I'm thinking this winter I want to go and do that again. Just get them to zap the little spider veins I've got on my, let's see if I can show you, on my knee, on the outside of my knee there. That is not a bruise. That is little broken spider veins. So it's very effective and easy, quick and easy to do. So yeah, that's my winter thing. I also wanted to talk about paring down my beauty routine with my nails. So I am letting my nails grow out natural this year. I'm not doing gel nails anymore. I'm not doing acrylic nails. The reason is I find the time, the money, they're not getting cheaper, they're just getting more expensive. And the UV lamps, I do wonder about those UV lamps. I don't know about you guys, but if the sun, which is UV light, is bad for us and linked to skin cancer, surely putting your hands under UV lights, I know it's quick, but surely it can't be good, especially if you are white-skinned or Caucasian, prone to skin cancer. Now, My dad had sunspots always burnt off his face. My brother's got some skin cancer cut out of his forehead. So although I'm more olive skinned, I don't want to take a chance. Why subject myself? You know, it does worry me. Why I put my fingers under UV lamps continuously. And also, what I have found for me personally with the gel nails, often I see women with beautiful ones, but every time I go in, I battle to find a good nail technician who doesn't make them bubbly. You know what I mean? When you've got your nail and then you get this big lump of gel, it's like thick, and then it grows out, and you've got it's just for me. I don't. I'm very fussy with my nails. I don't like it when they're too thick and bubbly, and so I don't know. I just thought this year. I mean, I'm not making a fortune on YouTube, as I've said. So this year, pare down my beauty routines completely. Even like now, you see, I'm sitting outside, I'm letting my hair air dry because health of hair, and also why make myself hotter? It's a hot day today under the hair dryer. Um, so yeah, I'm letting my hair air dry, not wearing makeup right now. I hope you guys can forgive me. You know, it's this funny thing when you're on YouTube, you think, oh, I need to present myself with makeup. But then I also think, no, I want to see women as they are without makeup. I mean, sometimes I'll be with makeup, but sometimes I'll be without makeup. So I think that that is what people want to see. I want to see that. So I'm sure you guys want to see that. I've long stopped doing the eyelash extensions. I don't even know if people are doing that anymore. I'm sure they are. Yeah, I have seen a few women walking around, but less and less. I think it's a trend that has seen its peak, and I think it's dying off. I think. I don't know. Maybe it is, or maybe it's just me. Because, like for me, my eyes are very sensitive. That glue would burn, and I would have like watery, sensitive eyes the whole day afterwards. So for me, eyelash extensions are out. And believe it or not, okay, now I've got nothing on, but my eyelashes, when I put mascara on, they are quite long and dramatic anyway. So for me, there's no need for eyelash extension. So I'm really trying to cut down and cut back on all the time spent on all the beauty stuff. Maybe it happens with age. I think it does. I'm starting to see with old age, middle age, I'm starting to drop a whole lot of the things that I used to do or value. Like, I really am battling to wear jeans lately because they're just not comfortable. And they never have been comfortable, but I used to willingly take on the discomfort because jeans do look cool and they look nice. I mean, they're very trendy and you get all kinds of styles and I love it, but the material is so hard. I don't know who ever thought wearing jeans was a good thing. So mostly now I'm opting for the softer pants. Like today, the softer, looser top because it's hot. I'm turning into that older lady that really just wants comfort. Never thought I would say that. High heels are, yeah, not something I'm actively choosing. In fact, I have a whole video I want to make. I've got so many video ideas. I keep mentioning them, and then I'm battling to get the time to make them. But I will make this one about. I think the trend of high heels is dying off slowly. But yeah, I'm reaching less and less for the high heels where I used to, just because they look pretty. I would even just go out during the day for lunch in high heels. Now I'm trying to, well, I'm not trying to, I'm opting for naturally, I'm opting for comfort. And I see that this happens with women who are older. And I always thought, I'm going to fight against it. It looks sloppy. You know, you just, why are these old women in their baggy, elasticated pants and their flat, soft shoes? Well, I get it now. I get it now. More and more, that's how I want to dress. I'm just tired of being uncomfortable. I'm tired of putting myself through. Not every, like there are days I make the effort. There's days I do want to dress up and look pretty, and that's fine. But, and I never thought I would say it so young. I thought this would happen over 50, but it's already happening. I'm tired of being uncomfortable to go out and to look good. So I will do the things from time to time, but like I think nails for me may be a thing of the past. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Again, I always say, and I think you guys should adopt this too, I always reserve the right to change my mind. Like all of us, I go through phases. I'm sure you also find yourself going through phases like, excuse me, like I'll go through phases where I'm more into makeup and then I won't be. And then I'll go through phases where I'm into the nails and then I won't be. I just recently now went through a phase of self tanning for Christmas, December, to look brown and tanned. But it is, and again, it's another mission. So, you've got to, after every shower, you've got to do the whole self tan thing. And there is that slight smell, even the ones that smell better. So I think I've just pulled back from the self tan thing. But I like to look brown in summer. It does look nice. And I know it's just, again, we are fed images, and then those images tell us what we should look like, and then we pursue that. I know that, but anyway, I do still think a brown skin looks nice. I would love to have like that Latin American cappuccino-y colored skin. Oh, to me, that's beautiful. One of my things that I don't like about getting older, I'm trying to accept it, but I really don't like is, sorry, my strap, is all these little like discolorations here, what I call the sun speckles. And on my belly as well, there's a lot of these little spots, colors, and the same thing is happening on my back. And I don't go in the sun that often. So it's not from, well, let's get that right. There. So it's not from being in the sun, it's from age. Okay, and being in the sun, but probably from previously being in the sun, but age. And even now with the running, I put a lot of sunscreen on, but these little brown spots come out, and I just don't like it. I wish I could accept it. I'm trying, but I don't like it right now. I'm not loving it. I'm trying to accept it, but I'm not loving it. There's a lot about our bodies that change, and these are small changes. I know they're not big, that we have to deal with as aging women over 40. The loss of collagen that starts. And yet I know when I'm 50, I'll look back on a video like this and I will think, Jesus, you looked young. When I'm 60, I'll look back on a video at 50 and I'll think, Jesus, you looked young. Goodness gracious me. I mean, you look at these videos of 80, 90-year-old women with their wizened, lined faces, so beautiful. And I love it, but I still think they must look back and think how young they looked at 60, how young they looked at 50. So I don't want to also nitpick and miss out on the beauty that I do have here and now. So I think the same, we all need to think this. We need to realize the same could be said for all of us, for you at any stage you're at. If you are 20, and I mean, I remember at 20 being so insecure, nitpicking. Please excuse, there's somebody cutting their grass or using the edge trimmer across the valley, and whenever I sit down to make a video, there's somebody doing that. So I just have to go ahead with it. I hope you can't hear it. But I remember when I was 20, I used to hate certain things about my appearance. When I was 30, I used to hate certain things. Now I'm 40. I know that this will go on and on. I wish society didn't make us females feel this way. It is a terrible, terrible thing to be in a body that you had no choice in. You just arrived, you've got this body, this suit, and you live your whole life fighting against it and hating its very nature. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to accept the body I'm in. I'm really working on it. It takes a lot. It's hard to do. Self-love is so important. And I wish I knew the key to self-love. I think I'm getting there with age. I think, like, I don't, even now when I nitpick, it's not It's not a nitpick that makes me feel less than. It's more like, oh, there I go again. I'm observing the patterns. Ah, there we go. That's how I could explain it. It's like when you meditate and you watch your mind doing its thing, that's how I'm starting to feel about the way I criticize my own body. I'm observing it. I'm loving myself, but I also see the critical mind going, oh, your ankles are fat, for example. I've talked about that a lot. You guys know how I feel. I've got cankles, or the spots on my skin, or the melasma, or the cellulite that's coming more and more, the knee wrinkles, whatever it is. I see it. I see my criticisms, but I'm not in it anymore. I'm detached. I observe it and I think, oh, well, there I go again. There I go again. And I know that every woman does this. I know we all do it. And I'm sure even those beautiful Hollywood actresses do it. Jennifer Aniston, who I think is to die for gorgeous. I always wanted to look like her. I'm sure she does it too. So I had a list of things, before I forget, that I wanted to catch you up on. I spoke about the Estee Lauder, so I really like that advanced overnight cream. I wanted to catch you up on my dog, of course. How could I forget? I have been visiting him every day, so I've seen him 3 days so far. I wasn't allowed to visit him on the first day. He was in the doggy hospital. To date, as of the day I'm recording this, and I will upload this today, so it's fresh news. He is still not able to walk. He can stand very briefly. They put him into position. This is what I hear from the vet. And he can hold his weight, but he cannot walk. But his tail yesterday started to wag, which is such a good sign. And when I went to visit him, he wagged, he wagged, he wagged. And this is huge because he is the waggiest dog I've ever known. This is Yogi. He will wag from sun up to sundown as he cruises around the house. It's just the tail's always moving gently. And so for him not to wag was heartbreaking and might get emotional. But anyway, he wagged. So I'm going to go and see him again this afternoon. They haven't phoned me yet today. They phoned yesterday. So anyway, they did say it would take a few days for him to walk and that he is on track. So I'm very, 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 very glad to hear that. You know, I've said this already before, but he is that one special dog you get, I think, in life, that one pet that is just, it's like their soul, that pet soul is meant for you. That's how I feel about Yogi. And my son adores this dog, and the dog adores my son too. So my son has been coming to visit Yogi as well. So Yogi's doing all right so far. It's quite heartbreaking to go into the vet hospital and see all the doggies in there and all the owners. And the owners come during visiting, they have visiting hours. It really is like a hospital. And the owners are in the cage with their pets. It's so sweet. It's so heartbreaking. So yeah, there's the update with Yogi. And I wanted to tell you guys, I did my first posing session again last Saturday. So what are we today? Wednesday. Tuesday. Oh, I'm losing days. With Yogi in the hospital, I'm losing days. So it looks like I'm on track to compete this year. But posing practice is so hard, especially I've been out of it for so long. My lower back was aching like crazy. But you will hear more about my posing. So for those of you who are new to my channel and don't know what I'm talking about, posing practice, I have competed in bodybuilding competitions before. I want to do one last hurrah at 46. I know it's going to be really scary and really challenging because at this age, our butts are saggier. Cellulite is more cellulite. It's doing its thing. So it will be tough. It will be scary. I just want to challenge myself. But sure, my lower back was aching because for posing on stage, you need to arch your lower back to lift your butt. You want to try and raise your glutes off the back of your thighs, really. You don't want your butt hanging on your thighs. So wow, that was quite something. I have posted a video of my posing practice to my membership. which brings me around to the fact that I have a membership. I would love you guys to join me there. That's where you guys get the first bits of news where I will share stuff that I won't share on the main channel. It's really affordable, cheap as chips, just so that I have a private space where I can just be myself even more, even more. Can you believe it? Even more than I am now here on YouTube. So I'm really challenging myself to be as open and as vulnerable as possible in the membership and on my main channel. What else are we catching up on today, ladies? But yeah, I just wanted to connect with you guys. The exciting thing about posting more on YouTube now that I'm doing it is so many of you are commenting, and I'm really feeling that connection with you guys. I'm feeling like I'm getting to know you. I'm feeling that woman to woman, heart to heart, like we really are sitting down and having a cup of coffee, which brings me to the last thing I wanted to catch you guys up on, or just share really. You know, you get those coffee freezers. I'm going to make a short about this too and post it. Those in the restaurants, those crushed ice, you get them crushed ice coffees and crushed ice chocolates, basically like the Starbucks frappuccinos, but you can get them here. I don't know if you get them overseas in Australia and America. You must do. You must do. But here, all the coffee shops sell them. They call them coffee freezers or coffee chillers. The brand that I found that I could buy like in bulk was called Chiller. Now you get the Chiller coffee freezer powder and the Chiller hot chocolate, and then I've got another brand as well. But anyway, so far I've tried the Chiller brands, and I've made them at home. They taste just like the restaurant stuff, and they make the ice when you crush it more crushy, crushy. That's so if I blend just coffee and milk and ice, the ice doesn't become so finely crushed. There's something about in that powder that makes the ice really like a slushy. So anyway, but then I went to Google because there's no nutritional information on this packet of Chiller coffee powder. I went to Google like how many calories because I was horrified. You know how much powder you have to add for one drink? 80 grams. That is like a big clump of powder. So I thought that's a lot of dried milk and sugar and coffee and all that. One of those coffee freezer drinks, a standard one, is like 280 calories, which is like 1,200 something kilojoules, which is like a meal, a small meal, but like a meal. So don't be fooled. Those things go down easily. I can drink one of those like that. I love them. They are my summer vice. But please be careful if you ever go out and drink them. Just know that you're getting a little mini meal. So if you're having one of those and a meal, the calories are adding up. I don't want to scare you. I just thought I would share. They are delicious, and if you buy that stuff to make at home, you will get restaurant quality crushed ice coffees. It's so easy to make with the NutriBullet or any kind of blender. Ladies, I hope you guys are loving yourselves. I hope you are loving your life because we're all struggling through this life. I just wanted to let you know I've got a load of washing on. I've just unpacked the dishwasher. I've been for a walk. I'm going to do a bit more other work. Yeah. So when you watch people on YouTube, like I tend to watch them and I think, oh, their life looks really nice, like better than mine. Please don't think that. My life is very normal, very boring. I've got a kid who I've got to do homework with. I've got a dog who's in the pet hospital. I've just done household chores, think what to make for supper, all the usual stuff. All the usual boring stuff. Love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.